Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Last class, we have discussed about the circle of justice. Is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Circle of justice. What do you mean by circle of justice?
Cannot live without soldiers.
Yes.
And
Cannot.
soldiers cannot live without salary.
Okay.
Tax.
And the soldiers
Farmers
get
need to pay the
salary
taxes.
from the revenue collected
Of the
from
peasants.
the
Revenue collected from peasants.
So the ruler. So what the ruler
Make sure that they're happy.
should promote
They prosperous
honest
and
and
happy.
yes,
Happy.
honest
Prosperous
government.
and happy.
Okay, he wanted to make the peasants happy and prosperous.
This
Okay,
happens when the king
he wanted
promotes
to
justice
make the peasants
and modest governance.
and prosperous. Then only the peasants can pay the taxes.
Good evening, ma'am.
With that taxes, the government, okay, the ruler or the king has to maintain the army. The soldiers has to provide the salary. So the salary was provided from the revenue collected from the peasants.
Peasants.
Okay, that you mean by circle of justice. So, what are the sources of information about the Delhi Sultans? What are the important source of information about the Delhi Sultan?
Histories.
Tariq
Manuscripts.
Okay, Tariq from the particular source of information about the Delhi Sultan, it is Tariq. Okay, language it has written, children?
Persian.
Persian.
And in Persian, and it was written by learned men,
Learned men.
scriptures, poets. Okay, and there were main problems related to the Tariq, the authors of the Tariq. Okay, what was the problem related to that?
Birthright and gender distinctions.
These authors of this Tariq always advised the king to preserve a society based on birthright and gender distinction. Okay, birthright, it means that by birth we can claim some privileges on the basis of our birth. If by birth, if I belongs to a noble family, I can govern an area. Okay, then gender distinction. What do you mean by gender distinction?
Boy
Only men.
Man and woman. Okay, man and woman are being are not treated as equal.
Equally.
Women are always treated as inferior. Okay, inferior to men.
Men.
Okay, yes, men are always considered as superior. Okay, even Minhaj-e-Siraj, he is admitting the qualities of Razia, Sultana Razia, but he also does not like to be ruled by a lady. Okay, so he is asked, he has wrote about Razia that it is against the society that is created by, it is against the social order by the god, created by the god. Okay, so Minhaj-e-Siraj, he also not like to be ruled by a woman. During that time, it was the problem. So that is the first problem. The second problem related to Tariq. No one?
What, ma'am?
What was the problems related with Tariq?
Ma'am, for rich rewards.
Oh, very good, Lakshmi. Okay, the authors of Tariq and Tabarik, they has written all these histories. Okay, means they are means they hope to get expensive reward from the king. Okay, so they will exaggerate the achievements of the king or the ruler, and they will hide what all things that were happened in the society, because if the ruler is pleased with his writing, he will get, okay, if the king is pleased with his writing, he will give him expensive gift. Okay, he's awarded
To the learned person, right? Who wrote
to the
Tariq and
authors of
Tabarik.
this Tawarik. Okay, then the first and foremost problem, they lived mainly in the authors of the
Cities.
Tawarik, they lived mainly in cities. Okay, they have, so these people have written mostly about the cities. The information related to the villages that was unknown. Okay, they has not written about the informations that is related with the villages. Okay, and these others of Tamarik, they also has promoted the circle of justice. Circle of justice, it means that a king, okay, cannot survive without the army, and the soldiers want
Soldiers cannot live without salaries.
salaries, okay, coming out from the
Revenue collected from
or the
peasants.
tax collected from the peasants.
Peasants are happy.
Yes, so the ruler, okay, he wanted to make the peasants happy and prosperous. Okay, if they are happy and prosperous, only they could able to.
Justice and honest governance.
Okay, is it clear, children? Is all these points are okay to you?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Shall we
Yes,
move to
ma'am.
the new topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, children. Now, so children, the Delhi Sultans. Okay, so till this time, we have discussed about the rulers. Okay, the rulers of Delhi who ruled over from 13th century to okay, this period. Okay, till Ibrahim Lodi. And so children, so they have started an expedition. Okay, these all sultans, they have started an expedition to conquer, okay, to conquer the neighboring countries. Okay, I have told you during this time, all the king, okay, most of the kings wanted to be known as an emperor. Okay, emperor. They want to make many countries under their control. Okay, so the expansion. What do you mean by expansion?
Ma'am, divide.
What do you mean by expand, children? Extend
Make
their
it
territories.
larger.
Yes, make it larger. They want to unite many other areas or many neighboring countries under their control. Okay, yes, yeah. They all wanted to make it as an empire. Okay, they all wanted to be as an emperor. Okay, children. So let us discuss the expansion under the Delhi Sultans. Children, listen to me. This is somewhat important. Okay. So children, from garrison town to empire. Okay. So first of all, we'll study what you mean by garrison town. Listen to me. After that, you can write. Okay. Unless this point will not be clear to you. Children, during the time of the Delhi Sultans, okay, you can see a picture over here. Can you see this, children? A town that is surrounded by huge wall. Okay, this is called as protected towns. Okay, what do you mean by protected towns?
No one will come near to it.
They are heavily made and protected.
A town, it is surrounded by huge walls to protect it from the invasion or from the attacks.
Yes.
Okay, see children,
For the
45.
Turkey war, they came in a horse inside a horse. That time.
Yes. Children, listen to me. Fortified towns. Okay, means that protected towns. Okay, and protected town by garrisons. What do you mean by garrisons?
Occupied by garrisons.
Garrison means that a group of soldiers protecting the town. Okay, fortified towns means that protected towns. Okay, it is protected by whom? Who is protecting them?
Garrisons.
Garrisons.
Garrison.
What do you mean by garrisons?
Group of
Soldiers.
Soldiers. Okay, group of soldiers protecting the town. You can see children, this is the real forts built by the Delhi Sultans. Okay, it is the ruin. Okay, it is, you can see the remains of the fort built by this Delhi Sultans. Okay, these all huge walls were built to protect the towns from the other invasions and attacks. Okay, so garrison. What do you mean by garrison?
Group of soldiers.
Group of soldiers.
Group of soldiers.
Okay, and garrison town. What do you mean by garrison town? A fortified settlement.
Protected
Oh.
with soldiers.
Yes. Okay, a town is protected by huge walls, and also a group of soldiers is there to protect it from the other invasions or attacks. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Children, during the time of the Delhi Sultan, in the beginning of the Delhi Sultanate, okay, the Sultan's control, okay, the control of the Sultans only went, okay, only here in this fortified cities. Okay, I think it is clear, children. Just listen to me. Here, the title of the portion is From Garrison Town to Empire. See, children, this portion we are discussing how Delhi Sultan's control, okay, from merely from a protected town, they become an emperor. Okay, the all Delhi Sultan, they made many areas, many neighboring territories under their control. So first you have to study what you mean by a garrison town. Garrison town. What do you mean by a garrison town?
Fortified
Settlement with soldiers.
Okay, a fortified settlement with soldiers. Okay, then Delhi Sultans controlled only the fortified towns. Okay, in the beginning of the 13th century, the Delhi Sultans controlled only the fortified towns. Okay, is that point is okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
In the beginning of the 13th century, the Delhi Sultan only fortified towns. That means this one.
Protected with soldiers.
Protected town with huge walls. Okay, see children, during that time, many of the rulers, most of the rulers, they built many forts, okay, to protect them from the attack of the other people. Okay, do you understand, children?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
During the beginning of the 13th century, Delhi Sultans, okay, they have got control only in this garrison towns. Okay, okay. So their control mostly here only they have controlled only the fortified towns. No control over the hinterland. Children, what do you mean by hinterland? You know, the remote areas. What do you mean by remote areas?
village area.
Yes, people.
Okay, that means the places that are adjacent to a city. What do you mean by adjacent?
Near to
Near
a
to a city.
Close or near.
Okay, so children, the Delhi Sultan only, okay, in the beginning, in the beginning of the 13th century, the Delhi Sultans controlled only the fortified towns. Okay, they do not have any control. Mute your audio. They do not have any control over the hinterland.
Ma'am,
Ah,
ma'am, in the textbook it is written the Sultan seldom controlled the hinterland.
yes, seldom means rarely. Okay, so they have not control over the hinterland. Hinterland means that you have to study what you mean by hinterland. Okay, it is a new term to you. Hinterland, it means that the places that are adjacent to a city. That means remote areas, rural areas, the places are that are not like a city. Okay, so children, so that the sultans, okay, the sultan rarely they have control, means they do not collected taxes. Okay, they do not collect Tax.
your video is off.
Yes, sir?
Your video is off,
Your
ma'am.
video is off.
Okay, okay. Wait. Now it's okay, children?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
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 Suraja, why she's here? So children, so the Delhi Sultans, only they have control over the fortified towns. Okay, their control, okay, they do not have control over the hinterland, the remote areas of the country. Okay, so they were not collecting taxes from these people, means those people, those who are residing in the remote areas, and for maintaining the country, okay, for maintaining the country, they depended upon trade, tribute. What do you mean by tribute?
Tribute.
Ma'am, can you repeat due to connective issues? I was not
Okay,
able
okay,
to.
sure, okay, sure, Anand. What do you mean by tribute? Tell me, children.
I'm like tribute raising.
Like a contribution. Some people are providing something to the ruler. Okay. Like a contribution. That you mean by tribute. And robbery?
Stolen.
Oh, yes. Okay. And then listen to me. See, children, during the beginning of the early 13th century, Delhi Sultans, okay, only they have controlled the fortified cities. They have concentrated mainly into the cities only. Okay, the Delhi Sultans do not have control over the hinterlands. Hinterland means that the places that are adjacent to the city. That means remote areas, village areas. Okay, so there was no taxes or no tax or revenue was collected from the people, those who lived in the remote or the areas or the hinterland. Okay, and so for maintaining the expenses for running a country, the government has many, means they has to spend many, means they have to spend money, right? Ah, yes. So for running their country smoothly, they have depended, the sultans mainly depend upon the trade. Okay, tribute, some people are providing something to the government, and also robbery, means that when they try to attack any other countries, they will steal something, they will take away precious metals, gold coins, elephants, horses and all. Okay, from the conquered countries. Okay, that is meant by robbery. Okay, children, do you understand? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In order to,
Yes,
in order
ma'am.
to maintain that country, okay, in order to maintain that country, the sultans, okay, they always depended upon trade, tribute and robbery. Okay, so the sultan's control was there only, okay, only there with the fortified towns. Okay, the sultan's control means they seldom, okay, they rarely has control over the hinterland. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me revise the points. Just listen to me. Okay, see, children, during the time of the Delhi Sultans, okay, they all were trying to expand their kingdom. Okay, they wanted to expand their areas under their control. Okay, and in the beginning of the Delhi Sultan, in the beginning of the reign, okay, the Delhi Sultanates controlled only the fortified towns, that is garrison towns. Okay, garrison towns means that a protected city, a fortified city with garrison, with soldiers. Okay, that town or city is protected by huge forts, huge walls, and also some soldiers were there to protect that area or protect that town. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, so the king
Yes, ma'am.
controlled, okay, so the Delhi Sultans control only this fortified cities in the beginning, but later, okay, so they have no control over the hinterland. What do you mean by hinterland?
Village areas,
Remote areas.
Remote areas.
So they have
Adjacent
no control
cities.
over the hinterland. Okay, and so mainly these people were depending upon the trade, tribute, and robbery. Okay, they have from the conquered territories, they will take what all precious metals and all horses, elephants, and even gold coins they took from these places. Okay, oh, yes. Okay, so for maintaining the country, they have taken all these things. Okay, is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
After, okay, under Ghiyasuddin Balban. Do you remember Ghiyasuddin Balban?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
He was an emperor, right? He was an emperor. So under Ghiyasuddin Balban, the Delhi Sultan was started to conquer, okay, conquer the neighboring territories. Okay, but there were many challenges. Okay, it was not an easy task for the Delhi Sultans to make all the territories under their control. So what are the challenges faced by the Delhi Sultans? Okay, listen children. Yes. See children, it was not an easy task for the Delhi Sultans to control distant garrison towns. Distant means that they were, this capital is in Delhi, right? Capital is in Delhi. From Delhi, they need to control distant places like Bengal, Sindh. Okay, it was one of the very difficult task for the Delhi Sultans. Okay, see children, controlling distant garrison towns was very difficult for the Delhi Sultan. What it means, children? Delhi as the capital. From Delhi, they need to control. From Delhi, they need to control the distant garrison towns. Okay, children. Yes. When I asked to Ayan, I just stopped the record. See children, so that was one of the first difficult task or first challenge faced by the Delhi Sultan. The second problem was the Mongol invasion from Afghanistan. See children, Mongols, they were a particular tribal groups that we will study. We have one more chapter about these Mongols. Last chapter, I think, tribes, nomads, and settled communities. In that chapter, we will study more about Mongols. Mongol, they were a particular tribal groups. Okay, these Mongols were a particular tribal groups. These Delhi Sultans faced, what do you mean by invasion? Invasions? Attacks. Okay, they always try to attack the Delhi Sultans. Okay, so the Mongols, they were a group of tribes. Okay, tribal group. These people always tried to attack the Mongols. The Delhi Sultans. Okay, children.
Yeah.
Okay, the Mongol invasion. The Delhi Sultans always face invasion or attacks from the Mongols. Okay. That is the second challenge. Third one, governors rebelled. What do you mean by rebelled? Rebellion?
No idea, ma'am.
No idea. See children, rebelled means they show their protest against the government. Okay, they used to show their protest. See children, yes. Okay, so the governors appointed by the Delhi Sultans. Okay, they sometimes they show their protest. They were doing. Sometimes they used they done something against to the sultans. Okay, whose audio it is not muted. So children, okay, just you understand these things, children. Even though the Delhi Sultan tried to expand their kingdom or tried to expand their areas, there were many problems faced by these people. That is, controlling distant garrison towns. From Delhi, they need to control vast areas. It was very difficult for them. Okay, and the second thing, they often faced invasion. They often faced attacks from the Mongols, okay, a tribal group from Afghanistan. Okay, so the rulers wanted to take care of all these things, right? Okay, and even some of their governors, rebelled against these people. Okay, so these all was the major challenges faced by the Delhi Sultans. Any doubt, children, in any of these 3 points?
No, ma'am.
Clear?
Ma'am, can you say that first point one more time? Control.
Controlling distant land. See, children.
Garrison.
Garrison town. This first point, or what do you mean by garrison town?
No, ma'am, that first point. Controlling garrison
Controlling
town.
distant garrison. See, children, what do you mean by garrison town?
Adjust.
Fortified.
Fortified town.
Protected with
Fortified
walls and
protected
soldiers.
by garrison.
Garrisons.
Garrison means that a group of
Group of
soldiers.
soldiers.
Okay, so I have told you, children, in the beginning, they have focused mainly only, means they have, the Delhi Sultan focused on the garrison towns only. Okay, they do not have any control over the hinterland. No.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I
rebel
didn't
means
understand
protest,
rebel.
right? Protest, right?
Huh?
Rebel means protested, right?
Protested, yes. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am, continue.
yeah. So children, the means where we have stopped. So garrison towns. Okay, the distant garrison towns. So from Delhi, they need to control long distant places. Okay, from Delhi, they wanted to take control over Bengal. Okay, that was in was a distant place. Since yes. So it was a very difficult task for the Delhi Sultan to control all these areas. Okay, vast areas. Okay, that was one of the major challenge faced by the Delhi Sultan. Okay, see children, they are trying to expand their area. At the same time, what also they need to do? They wanted to take care of the administration of all these areas, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it was one of the major challenge faced by the Delhi Sultan, because they need to control these vast area, even the distant land. Okay, now I have told you, for example, I have told you we have central government, state government, and local government. It was very uneasy task for the central government to control all these areas. Okay, with the support of these organs. But at that time, they need to take control over this vast area. There also, Iktadas, Mukti, that all we will study. Many officers were there, but still it was very difficult task for them. Okay, the second one, they often faced attacks, okay, invasion from the Mongols. Okay, Mongol, we will study in detail about them. It's a particular group of people, particular tribal people. Okay, from Mongol. Okay, from that also we will study. So Mongols. And third one, governors. Governors means that the people, those who appointed by the Delhi Sultans, as governors, sometimes they rebelled against the sultans. Okay, they protested or they showed some protection against the government policy. So these all are the challenges faced by the Delhi Sultan. Okay, but still they have consolidated their empire. Okay, that means they have started to consolidate the areas, and it was under Ghiyasuddin Balban. See children, just open your textbook and open page number 35. Page number 35, you can see a map.
I am attendance.
Till 45 we have class, right?
No, ma'am, till 40.
40 only?
Only
Okay,
one
so
more minute.
just let me conclude this point. See children, so under Ghiyasuddin Balban, Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultans, okay, reach its farthest extent. These all sultans, okay, they united, okay, many areas, means they made many areas under their control. In that map you can see many of South India. Okay, under the reign of Muhammad Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultan reached its farthest extent. Okay, children, just that I will explain to you in the next class.